Hey guys, it's Jules, and you're watching Lupus Diaries. I know it's been a while since I've posted a Lupus Diaries episode, especially since it's the month of May. It's Lupus Awareness Month, and every year I usually do a series. During May, a series about lupus. I used to reserve the whole of May for lupus videos, and this year that did not happen. But this video is a very special video. I haven't done this type of video before. That's why I wanted to save it for my 14th lupus anniversary. Yes, I am a lupus warrior for 14 years now, and every year during my anniversary, I make a special video, but this one is one of a kind. I invited a bunch of lupus warriors like me, and I asked them one question: what has lupus taught you in life? And I just watched the videos they sent me before I went on here, and some of them made me cry because I am proud. I am so proud to be a lupus warrior like them. You guys are so inspiring, and thank you for sharing your stories here on my channel. Thank you for being a voice for other lupus warriors who can't say what they're feeling. I really appreciate you taking the time to tell us your thoughts and feelings, because that takes courage, and naiiyak ako. I'm just so proud of you. I'm so proud of what we all have learned because of lupus, and we wouldn't have it any other way. Last year, I believe I shared a video about 13 things that lupus has taught me, and I was supposed to be making like 14 things lupus has taught all of us, but you guys said more than 14 things. So without further ado, I hope you all enjoy. I don't know if that's the right term, but I hope you all feel proud of us and what we have accomplished and what we've been through, and we're still standing here in front of you, sitting. So I hope you all watch my friends until the end. And again, thank you for participating in this episode of Lupus Diaries. I love you all, and remember, you are blessed.
Hi everyone, I'm Mabel. I'm from Malaysia. First of all, I would like to thank Jules for all of the Lupus Diaries episodes. It has given me a huge sense of support throughout my lupus journey. So I was diagnosed with lupus nephritis about a year and a half ago. And after the diagnosis, I obviously felt worried and had a lot of doubts. But I try to keep a positive mindset. I think of this as a blessing in disguise. Everything happens for a reason kind of situation. That's because before lupus, I tend to sleep quite late at night, and sometimes I only have less than 8 or 7 hours of sleep per night. But after lupus, of course, I changed my lifestyle. I slept earlier, I exercised regularly, and I ate a lot of fruits and vegetables every day. So I like to think of this change as a good thing, because we should be doing this anyway. Sleeping well, eating well, thinking well. In my opinion, different people will always tell you different things. So for example, eat this or do this because it will make you healthier, or don't do that or don't eat that because that's bad for your health. But in the end, I feel like we should just listen to our body, eat and do everything in moderation, experiment and see what works best for you. Because after all, we are all individually different, and I believe that health isn't just a one-size-fits-all kind of thing.
Hi everyone! Happy Lupus Awareness Month! I'm Abby Arellano, diagnosed since 2022, and siguro one thing na natutunan ko sa lupus journey na to is always listen to your body. We have to be strong and resilient kahit hindi nakikita ng iba yung mga unseen battles natin every day. Don't be afraid to take rest kasi our body deserves care and patience, especially on our hard days or yung mga tinatawag nating flare-ups. Lagi din natin iisipin na today is temporary and might be heavy, but tomorrow is a new chance to heal and reset. Gaano man kabigat yung nararamdaman mo today, know that you're never alone in this fight.
Hi, I'm Kim. I was diagnosed with SLE nephritis back in 2022. Lupus has taught me a lot about life in many different ways, but I'd say one of the greatest lessons has been learning to embrace change. You know that quote from the iconic movie Forrest Gump? It says, "Life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get." I think Lupus Warriors can relate to that a little too well. Every day, it feels like we're playing the symptom roulette. We just never know what our body has in store for us. Because of this, we're unable to make long-term plans. A lot of us can't commit to a permanent job or keep living the life we had before being diagnosed. But I learned to see the beauty in change, how it pushes you to try new experiences and walk new paths or grow into the person you were always meant to be. And you find purpose through the uncertainty and pain that come with these changes. So to anyone out there battling lupus or any chronic illness, I just want to say that it's okay to feel scared of change. It's okay to grieve the life you once knew, but know that there's still so much life ahead of you, just in ways you might not have expected. You are stronger, braver, and more capable than you realize, and you are never alone. So let's keep fighting together, and happy Lupus Awareness Month!
Hi! Ako si Kathrine. Almost 2 years and 8 months na akong may lupus. Nang dahil sa lupus, marami akong natutunan sa buhay. Natuto akong sumunod sa mga bawal kainin o gawin simula nang ako ay ma-diagnose ng lupus. Naging responsable din akong bata sa pag-inom ng aking mga gamot. Natuto akong maging matatag at matiising bata. Natuto akong makinig sa kung anong dapat gawin at hindi, lalo na pag-active si lupus. Nagkaroon din ako ng disiplina sa mga pagkain. Ang pamumuhay na may sakit na autoimmune disease ay hindi madali. Maraming gamot na dapat inumin. Hindi ko alam ng aking buhay ay magbabago ng labis pagkatapos ng ako ay ma-diagnose ng lupus. Ngunit natuwa ako na diagnose agad ito sa oras na bago ito lumala. Kahit kailan ang pagiging may sakit na hindi nangangahulugang susuko ka na ngayon. Pasalamatan mo ang iyong sarili dahil pinili mong magpatuloy sa buhay. Sana gumaling na tayong lahat na lupus warrior balang araw. Happy Lupus Month mga kalupis!
Hi, my name is May and I've been diagnosed with SLE since July last year. So I'm diagnosed with SLE nephritis and I started getting my symptoms around April 2024 and I spent around 3 months of looking for my diagnosis. What I learned from that period and upon being diagnosed is that it's something that I've engraved in me right now. So I learned how to take it slow. I study psychology, so if I were to describe the life that I had before my diagnosis, it would be a constant activation of my stress response. And that's impossible. We know that's impossible. So I learned that I was constantly stressed out about things before, and that may have or may not have led to my diagnosis. So now I'm trying to learn how to be calm, take a step back, relax, and don't crush things. I'm trying to embrace the uncertainty of life. Sabi nga, diba, step by the step lang para success. So we should trust the wait, trust God, and ayun lang. Happy Lupus Awareness Month. Thank you, Ate Juls, for this opportunity. Bye!
Hi, this is Den. I'm going to keep this plain and simple. Happy Lupus Awareness Month to all lupus warriors. First, I would like to thank Juls for giving me an opportunity to express my thoughts about lupus and for inspiring me to know that we are not alone on this journey. Let me share what has lupus taught me about life. Lupus had taught me every bit of life is important and to treasure every moment and memories, whether it's good or bad. Accepting that pain is a constant part of our life, but we can always find peace and joy through people that surround and inspire us. Again, thanks to Jules for continuing to inspire all of us, and may you keep that wonderful smile.
Hello, my name is Loys. In September 2021, I was diagnosed with mixed connective tissue disease, which includes systemic lupus erythematosus and scleroderma overlap. Well, at first, I was in denial. Hindi ko matanggap na meron akong lupus. So I even consulted 4 different doctors and repeated the test several times, but it always came back positive. So eventually, I have no choice. In-accept ko siya, sinunod ko yung doktor, uminom ako ng gamot. Umpisa, super daming restrictions. Kahit magpa-araw, di ko magawa. Actually, hindi naman ako maputi. Pumuti na lang ako kasi hindi na ako nagpapa-araw. Hanggang sa adjustment, sanay na lang, and all. Well, currently, I've been struggling with the side effects of steroids. I was diagnosed with a vascular necrosis sa left knee ko. Nag-start na siyang mamatay yung buto ko. Hindi ako makalakad ng matagal. Hindi ako makatayo ng matagal. Kahit umakyat ng hagdan, 5th floor, hindi ko na magawa. I even use wheelchair when I travel. And I have canes. I use cane just to be able to walk. And for me, this is the hardest part living with this disease. Lupus has taught me about the value of resilience and self-care. One of the most important lesson talaga is to listen to your body and honor its limits. I mean, guilty, may mga nagagawa pa akong bawal. Pero there was a moment that I realized that pushing myself too hard will only lead to more flare-ups and setbacks. So accepting that I need to rest and take things slow has been tough but valuable lesson. And another important aspect na rin siguro is appreciate mo yung mga taong tumutulong sa'yo. Kahit simpleng bagay. Family ko, asawa ko, friends, kahit simpleng dinner lang or long drive, sobrang na-appreciate ko sila. And I'm so grateful sa mga taong nakapaligid sa akin ngayon kasi sobrang nakakatulong sila sa akin emotionally, sa lalakad. So yeah, enjoy life with your loved ones talaga.
I'm Chesteen and I was diagnosed in May 2017. Lupus has taught me to value life more and to be careful with every decision I make. I learned to love myself and accept now that everything will go my way. That's why I've learned to appreciate even the small things that others do for me. I've learned to distance myself from stress that could worsen my condition. Lupus has shown me who truly stands by me when life gets hard. Showed me the strength of genuine support. It has taught me to cherish the little moments. Because life is unpredictable, you never know what tomorrow holds. Lupus may weaken our body, but it has strengthened my spirit.
So, happy lupus awareness everyone. Meron nga bang reason to be happy kahit na may lupus tayo? But before that, I am your healthy momsy and back in 2019, nung na-diagnose po ako ng TTP at saka ng stroke. That was the onset or yun na pala ang start ng aking lupus. And then, noong 2022, after months of suffering joint pains, fever, ear inflammations, etc., na-diagnose na po ako ng SLE. My biggest lesson in life after having lupus is that you need to listen to your body. Because back in 2019, before ako magkasakit, lahat yun in-ignore ko. I kept pushing even though I feel pain. Because I don't want my family members to see me weak and that I have many responsibilities more than taking care of my body. So, it happened. The TTP, the stroke, and the lupus. Don't wait for a major breakdown before you finally rest or seek help. I learned it the hard way. Pero wala na akong magagawa eh. What I can only do is to be strong, to keep my faith, and pray to God. But always remember that even though lupus can shape your life, it doesn't define your limits. It only highlights your capacity to adapt, to grow, and to find meaning or purpose in your life. Thank you!
Hi everyone, I am Emelyn Corpus. I got diagnosed with SLE year 2022 month of May. So when I got diagnosed with SLE, I experienced a lot of challenges, especially yung change of lifestyle, yung physical change ko. I experienced weight gain and as well as hair loss. So FYI na po, I'm wearing wig. Yeah, so yun. But one of the hardest thing is dealing with my mental health when I got diagnosed with it. Kasi when I got diagnosed with it, I feel like I'm pabigat to everyone. Sa family ko, I'm pabigat when it comes to financially. When it comes to my friends, then I'm pabigat. When it comes to gala, they can't decide kaagad because they need to consider my situation. The same din goes to my family. I feel like I'm pabigat to everyone. Yeah. So, eventually, because of that, I tend to push people away, my friends and my family. There's a point in my life, it became suicidal. I know it's a very sensitive topic, but I became suicidal. I wanted na mawala na lang so that less burden na sa part nila, especially sa family ko. So yeah, but during those times, every time mag-episode ako, sobrang nakikita ko din na nahihirapan na yung family ko when it comes to dealing with me. So eventually, recently lang, I decided to seek help from psychiatrist. And when I started to take medications for my mental condition, I started to think clearly na I started to know where to start to love myself more and how to deal with my condition, how to help my family para I won't feel pabigat anymore. When I also started to think, okay na, when my mental health started to become okay, I realized then those people who stayed when I pushed, alam mo yon, because of what happened, I tend to push people away. Because of lupus, I can say na it helped me open my eyes kung sino talaga yung nag-a-accept for who I am, despite me not accepting for who I am. Who patiently waited for me to be okay. Who patiently waited for me to be okay and stand up again on my own 2 feet. So I'm really grateful for them. And another din, lupus helped me realize to treasure every moment in your life, even though little or big. I tend to treasure it more na kasi I really don't know what will happen tomorrow. And yeah, I'm really grateful na even though it's very hard dealing with lupus, but I'm still grateful that I got diagnosed with it because it helped me view life differently. So yeah, sorry. I am Emelyn again. I am Emelyn Corpus and I am a lupus warrior. Happy Lupus Awareness Month, guys. Bye.
Lupus has taught me to be grateful to life, to be grateful to God because He owns our lives and that we can do anything without Him. That's my greatest takeaway for this episode in life.
Hello everyone, I'm Kathrina and I will tell you about my lupus journey. So, living with lupus has been one of the hardest things I've had to face. There were times when I couldn't stop overthinking, wondering how this illness would affect my life every single day. I used to lie awake at night feeling that maybe, just maybe, I wouldn't live as long as I hoped. And what hurt just as much was realizing how many things I had to give up. Simple joys, routines, even dreams, just to avoid a flare-up. But through it all, something changed. I began to accept that while lupus is a part of my life, it doesn't have to be the end of my story. With proper treatment, strict discipline, and deep faith through prayer, I've learned to believe that everything is going to be okay. Yes, my life looks different now, but it's still mine. It can still be full of meaning, love, laughter, and purpose. I may have to do things more carefully, but I can still live a normal life. One that's strong, intentional, and filled with hope. Hi everyone, I just wanted to say that Happy Lupus Awareness Month to my co-lupus warriors out there, and I'm always going to be here for you to support you, and I love you all very, very much, and let us all live a happy, long,